Hello everyone, and welcome to another escape room. Yep, we're doing an escape room again. But first things first, let me just first turn on, how do I, there it is. So, I actually upgraded my Minecraft skin, believe it or not, so let me just pause the game so I can show you guys. So, she now has little fox ears and a little fox tail. Yep, it's about all I've done to my Minecraft skin, so just to make it different enough, because I saw another Minecraft YouTuber have the exact same skin as Valley, so it just made me realize many other people could be using the same skin, so I might as well make mine unique by adding little fox features, considering those are my favorite animals. You could immediately notice an error right there on the left ear. Yeah, you can see it still has the hair because I forgot to change that. That's honestly, I'm just whatever. I don't really care. I'm just ignoring it at this point. Besides, could be like the character's hair is over one of the ears. Like you could just say that. It would make sense. But yeah. Anyways, the escape room. We managed to get it done. And anyways, there is a confession we have to make here. It's not finished, so give me a second. Okay, so yeah, it looks complete, but then you go up here. It is not. It is absolutely not. Like, here's this part. It is absolutely not finished, nor will it be, because this is quite obnoxious. This would have probably been slabs, but the slabs would have been so annoying. I believe this is from Supplementaries. So, yeah, it is just really obnoxious. Yep, it is very, very obnoxious. But yeah, this is just the overall complete product that we have for the video. Anyhow, first things first, the inspiration of this overall outer shell. It's pretty much Zelda temples, but in my opinion, I believe it's mostly the water temple, or probably the Temple of Time. It's one of the two. Is what me and Cybercat used for inspiration for this build. And honestly, it turned out really nice. The exterior looks really good. But those slabs, I hate those slabs. These Cybercat absolutely hate those slabs. We have no problem with those. We have no problem with the copper slabs are right there. Or those slabs are there. It's those. But yeah, anyways, in the next bit of the video, I'm going to be showcasing most of the rooms. So, yeah. I'm probably going to go ahead and showcase the final two rooms that were not showcased in the rest of this part of the video, which will be right after this. And after that, we're getting into the juicy stuff in part 2. Yep, 2-parter. So anyways, see you guys in the video. Hello everyone. Hopefully I've talked about what I needed to talk about in the intro, and this is yet again another escape room video, but this time it's a lot cooler and a lot bigger, because not all the rooms are made by me. Some are made by Cybercat CEO, and some are made by Retro Rylan. Hopefully all 5 of us will get to participate. Here is my first room. We have them marked by 3 different rows. So I get the last one for the first row in the front and the middle row, while I get the second one in the final row for each of these rooms. There are only 3 of them in total. So this is room 1 free, right? Yes. Row 1 free. Row 1, number 3. So it's yet again, another parkour course. So, you may notice there's also these little things. Those are a false invisible block parkour. It is false. There is no parkour over there. Those are just to employ. You see this one? There's actually one right over here. Ah, I didn't jump. Let me show you that again. As you can see, you can get across. However, you can also have to go down here. Most of the time, they're probably gonna see this. So you'd have to go to this block and jump, but more like run, and you climb this ladder. So then you just jump across again. There you go. Ah, it means now I have to do it again. You see what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and head back right here, just so. See, jump's possible. Now this is the hard part. This is actually really hard. Dang it. Let's try that again. I assure you this is possible. You could even try doing that. Like, you could try, but it's very difficult. Yeah. See, it's difficult, but that is not an impossible jump. I accidentally flied. My bad. Yeah, so you would jump, climb the ladder, and then you would obviously jump across. It's difficult, but not impossible. Probably what I should do is add another little stair there. And that will probably work better. So it's right in here, and it was this one that we went with. So probably placing one there wouldn't be a bad idea. And because this is like one of the first rooms, actually I think that jump is perfectly fine. Because it's one of the first rooms, I think that makes sense. That's fine. But it still takes some skill, so let's try this. So you would go. See, you still couldn't possibly not do it. But you could do that. And then they just simply jump on this one. And they jump here. And boom! They enter this room, which is currently empty and is currently the only way I can get out. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how big the actual building is. So, I'm allowed to go and see what the boys did for their rooms. So I'm gonna switch to spectator, and we're gonna take a look and see what they have made for their rooms after I clear my inventory, and I can finally get rid of that. So yeah, there are some other rooms. So mine are the ones with these. So I can show you guys the actual, like, before it's spectator, I want to show you guys this. If it'll let me in. There we go. Here is the actual thing. It doesn't even take up the whole space. It shows you that these rooms are 10 times bigger than the last ones. And we actually don't even have the original anymore. This is the same world that it was on, but it's completely gone. Also, we have this game, which is based on another game that, based on a game some other Minecraft YouTuber has made, being Haven Hand, with his, like, little build challenge thing. That's what we got here. But, yeah. Nothing crazy, but it's a very interesting game. But anyways, mine are the ones with the blue sign, so I had to make this one, and this one. I don't know how, but Ryland just got all of the ones. We randomized it. It was very much random. And Cybercat has the two in the middle for the first two rows and gets the last one at the end. I'm glad I don't have to do the last one. But the first room is actually based on Time Stranger, which you can kind of see because of like the certain colors, and it does give off like old moldy clock. But you can also see this and you can see like star vibes, like constellations, so like something you would see from Digimon Time Stranger. But also feels very creepy and looking like some sort of virus is taking it over or something like that, like an eater. So yeah, I'm gonna keep the hole in there just so like, just so the boys can see that. Obviously, this room is the next room I'll be working on, and then there's this room. I want to base this one off of the dimension that Gilgamesh can access in like the Fate series. It's like a dimension where he gets all those golden weapons and all those other interesting things. So I'm thinking it will be like some sort of treasure vault that basically you'll have to find a button. Or in this case, probably a lever. Like you have to pull a lever. Not to open one door, but to open 2 doors. So it's actually going to be multiple levers. There's going to be 3 levers that they're going to have to pull to open each door individually. I have no idea how I'm going to do that with my redstone skills. It's probably very simple to just connect redstone lines to the doors for that. That's probably what it could be for this room. And then we have this final room. The Visible Maze is coming back again. The Visible Maze will be coming back, but we'll base the overall room off of like Avatar as in Pandora. So like some sort of look like that would probably be really nice. But I think it's time we switch to Spectator and see what the boys made. Game mode. Spectator. There we go. Here is Cybercat CEO. Oh, I love it. It's cute. It's a find a lever. I believe so. This is a really cute room. This is cute. No, I don't want to know how this one works, so I was just looking at it. It looks nice. And here we go to Retro Island, which has a very simple maze. I'm trying not to actually look at it that much. So, like, it may look like I'm looking at it, but I'm actually not. I'm looking up. So that's probably why my voice sounds weird right now. And my gosh, has that one video I made gotten so much love. The tier list video, like, thank you so much. But anyways, those are the rooms we have so far. By the way, we do have some remnants of what was left. It was over here. I believe I saw some mobs. Sadly, they died. But it was right over here. There we had them. But, yeah. We even have, like, a block palette of what we're going to cover this over with. It's just the time today, and... default. There, back to default. But yep, that's what we have so far. I wonder if the boys have started working on theirs yet. Like working on their next ones. Doesn't look like anyone started working on this one. Rylan has not. At least. Cybercat has also not worked on his yet. For their second rooms. But it is cool that we got at least the first rooms done. I think the signs can finally go, because those aren't really necessary. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys the block palette we have decided on. Now, obviously, that does mean we can add extra other blocks and stuff like that. So, this very interesting Prismarine blocks will be mixed with this. We have the tough blocks being mixed with this kind of tough block and lodestones, which is interesting. And look what's back. Yep, it's back again. The ceramic blocks are back again, and we have this little deep slate block. Obviously, that will mean we will still add blocks to it, but this is definitely a start. Also, can't wait to see what it looks like on the outside. And obviously, we have the starting door. Like, you would enter, and then boom, you're in there. Rylan, why did you put a door to go out? There should not be one on the inside. That just ruins the whole feel. Not gonna lie. Anyways, so this little rest area we've made. Some compasses, just in case we decide to build further out. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put my character over in the next building that I need to make. It's the gold room, find the mutton. Heck, I might actually work on that right now. So yeah, I'm gonna work on this right now. And I will see you guys once I figure it out. So see you guys in a few minutes. Hello everyone, I got the next room done. And just like I said, it's a treasure room, like I said I was going to do. Why is that there? That should not be there. But anyways, we got this room, and the goal to get out of this room is to open 3 doors. They're all connected via redstone. And it's very annoying, but there are actually hints to the redstone. So like, if you look through this door, you can see that there's some redstone is connected this way. So it's somewhere over here. This is a red herring. This is not. So you would open this one, and it opens the first door. Don't mind the grass. I'm not removing that because I'm just too lazy to deal with that. But that's where the first one is. But sadly, you cannot close the door afterwards. It's annoying, but there's just nothing you can do about that. Supplementaries. So now you go through to take a look. You see that it's facing this direction. A particular one is connecting right here. Trap door. Lever. Oh, that's no, wrong door. Here, I'll close that so I can show you guys that later. Okay. The other one is literally just out in the open. Pull this lever. And it connects to this particular door. It's underground. It was very difficult to get that to set up. I had to use a repeater. And then there's the final door, which to get out via the final door is move the pressure plate. Not pressure plate, trapdoor, pull the lever. And boom! You can actually even see. And you go into the next room, which has absolutely nothing. And that is not my jurisdiction. Because I cannot tell you guys what's going to happen there. Rylan and Cybercat will probably put those in their own videos. Well, I know Cybercat probably will. But yep. Very simple redstone. It's actually the first time I've used redstone properly, actually. But I do like how this room turned out. It is very nice. Anyways. I'll probably build the next room at the time of this recording, probably the next day. Like at the time of this part of the recording. But yeah, I'm only showing how you solve my rooms. And obviously, like before, I would showcase what the others have done so far. But, no. Not right now. It's late. It's like 12:30. It's 12:30 right now. 12:30 in the morning. Meaning, it's still dark. But anyways. Obviously, it just connects straight from the room I made. Did I do that right? Yeah, I built in the right one. I was just making sure I built in the right one. But yeah, we have this last one, which we'll be making tomorrow. And that will be an invisible maze room. But yeah, that's That's another room down, man. Let me just switch back. The frick did I just type? Now time to fix that little hole. Yep. I had to make the last room here. I have to make this room right behind it. And then there's this last room, which is a simple, invisible maze. And it's going to take up the whole entire space. I'll probably just make it like a room that happens to have like certain kinds of solar systems that I really like from certain things. So obviously one of them would be the Magna system, I think is what it's called. I do not remember what the solar system that Bionicle takes place in is called. But I'll definitely have that on one wall. Probably Pandora on another wall. Probably Tatooine, considering that is like one of the most important ones. But I think the last one will be probably Darwin 4 from the Dane Expeditions book, which is like a speculative biology book. I will talk about like speculative biology in like probably a future video, but I don't know when that will be at the time of this recording. But anyways, next time I will see you guys. Hopefully this room will be complete. So until then, I'll see you guys when I showcase the next room. Okay, goodbye. Hello everyone, and my final room has been completed. So this is a invisible maze that's space themed. We have Cybertron at the very top. We have a Halo ring with a particular planet in the middle. I don't remember which particular Halo game it's from, but you should probably try to figure it out. We have Darwin 4 from Alien Planet, a speculative biology thing I really enjoy. We have a black hole. And lastly, we have Pandora with Polyphemus in the background. And here's this monstrosity of an invisible maze. It is very much solved. You can very much solve it. It is very much possible. So, the correct way would be to go this direction. Like start from, this is the starting point. So you would go straight forward, turn. Okay, so basically you start over there. Start from right here. You literally go straight forward, turn this direction, turn this way all the way down, go all the way forward, go all the way this direction, go this direction, and boom, you exit this part of the escape room. So yeah, three of my rooms are complete, so that means all my rooms are complete. So sadly, I cannot show off anymore because currently Cybercat is working on his. Anyways, I'll see you guys, hopefully, when we actually finally do this actual escape room. Hopefully at the time of this recording, I'll be making my intro very shortly. So anyways, I'll see you all in the video. Okay, bye! Okay, so, actually we'll just do this. So I'm going to show you guys the last rooms. I've already showed you mine of the last rooms. It just leaves Cybercat and Retro Ryland's final rooms. Here's the Retro Ryland's final rooms. Obviously you can't see it, but there's barrier blocks here and here, just like in this room. Of course there is. And it's a find the lever based on Mario, and honestly, this looks really nice for what Retro Ryland did. This part's very short. Let's go to Cybercat. He made Portal. He decided to make Portal because he's been having a Portal addiction recently. I've been playing Portal. I have no idea how this room even works. Nor will we. Because if I go right back here, you can see all the freaking amount of redstone. I thought the amount of redstone I did was crazy. No. I think Cybercat takes the cake on this. It's so bad. Look back here. There's even more redstone. Let's just go over what redstone I put in this room. Got some redstone going through here to connect to doors and to connect to levers. Very simple redstone. It's right here. Why is there just a... What the hell is that? But yeah, those are all the rooms. But yeah, that's everything. So, anyways, let me just... And that's the end of this video. Actually, wait, give me a second. Yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And in the next part, we will hopefully be actually playing the escape room back here. Hopefully. But yeah, that is the escape room that I call Water Temple Escape. That's what we're gonna call it. We're just gonna call it Water Temple Escape. Because it looks like a water temple, we're gonna call it a water temple. I think that just makes sense. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this part, and I'll see you all in the next part of this video. Until then, goodbye!